Welcome to this live commentary, a battle between Galatia, commanded by me, and Carthage, commanded by my opponent, Emperor of something. So this is the map, Rugion, fairly balanced and nice map, I think. Both sides have the opportunity to go for wood cover, and there are plenty of open lanes for cavalry to do their thing on. It's a pretty decent map. Now, I am up against Carthage, and I expect... well, Carthage can be very good with the just infantry, skirmishers and some cavalry support, so I'm not fully expecting elephants, because Carthage is very viable without elephants now, but still, I'd like to bring some foot skirmishers to take care of elephants, and also some of these raiding horsemen, Galatian raiders, sorry, to also take care of any cavalry or elephants. So very light on the cavalry in this instance, only 4 of these Galatian raiders and 1 noble horse that I'll mainly be using in a supporting role. Now I do want to move up through the forest here, both for concealing my forces and for making any cavalry or elephants less useful. So mercenary Iberian swords on the flanks, Carthaginian cav on the flanks. I'll pull back on this flank and move up through the forest here. Those mercenary Iberian swords can be a right pain in the ass for anything, because they are just so... they can throw 120 javelins per volley, and that can really hurt most units. Just going to move up through the woods here, move my spears up, go looking for any surprises over here. There were some Carthaginian cavalry that went into the woods. Now I'm going to send my Galatian swords over here to support against the Iberian swords. Chase after the Carthaginian cavalry. Just have to stay out of the range of the Iberian swords. Then I should be fine. Swing these guys around to have a look. Put my general over here. Now these guys should be able to deal with the Iberian swords in melee, especially if I support with 1 unit of spears. Put these guys in the woods here. Here's the rest of his army coming into view. And Sacred Band, Peltast, General's Bodyguard. Okay, so I can't see any elephants just yet, which makes sense considering the map. Now here comes some mercenary Celtic light horse. I have to be really careful around those, because they are light melee cavalry and they are as fast as my own cavalry. So I'm going to just pull back into the... hopefully into the safety of my own lines, if I'm not caught before that. By just going in a straight line I should be able to avoid them. Think so, yep, probably should. Well, my opponent is pulling away his mercenary Iberian swords there, which is a good idea. And I'm going to just push up with my spears to threaten these Celtic light horse. And if I'm going in a straight line, they shouldn't be able to catch me too easily and should take a lot of damage, especially now. Yep, beautiful interception by the spears. These guys can keep going for a little while at least. And maybe I should pull my general over here to support a bit as well. So this is an okay trade for me, I think, because I should be able to get away, and I should also be able to Well, it's not certain that I'm able to get away, but I'm able to do a lot of damage to his Celtic Light Horse. And that's going to reduce his ability to go for rear charges and such. And now I see that he isn't actively following me. He is mainly moving, trying to catch me. And doing that is fine. These guys are out of ammo, so I'm going to charge them in. So here we go, charging into the blob here, and since those guys were out of ammo, I'm not too worried about losing them. These guys, however, I want to conserve them. Send in my general. Now I really want to pull out these guys, but it's just that annoying thing that happens when they get a few guys get caught. The entire unit wants to stop. Pretty annoying stuff. But overall, that wasn't a good. It wasn't a good exchange from my opponent. He lost 4 of his cavalry units, and I only lost 1 of mine. So now he is a bit behind. So it wasn't a smart thing to chase my units that far, at least. So here we go with some cavalry. I'm going to pull back from this engagement. Just pull the guys in and get my support back. These are Libyan peltasts, and now I'm going to charge here, just try to stop this Carthaginian cavalry, send my general back in, and I'll just stay here and for a little while at least, and then I'll charge the Libyan infantry head on, like that. Now he has to move around a lot with his Carthaginian cavalry, and I can stop these mercenary Iberians from shooting, which is going to be very important. All good. Let's see. Since I have more units than he does, I can use that to swing around, as long as I don't get caught here. Put my guys in shield wall. This engagement should be okay, I think. Yep. As long as I can flank in a sensible way here. Not take too much damage from these peltasts. Mercenary noble fighters, I need to shoot at them as soon as possible. They are of course very dangerous. Maybe send in my raiders to shoot at them for a little bit. So now I'm able to take care of those Libyan peltasts. The mercenary noble fighters are being shot at, which is good. I managed to get my general charged there, that's not good, but I'm winning over here on the flanks. He didn't get any volleys off with his mercenary Iberian swords, so that's very good for me. These legionaries should deal with the peltasts fairly soon, but those mercenary noble fighters are pretty worrying to me, so I'm going to have to do something about them. And my opponent dropped, so good job, Emperor Weisser. He wasn't happy with how that battle went. So I'll just save the replay. Dropper, or let's call him drop bag, and end the battle. So, not a huge amount of kills here, but managed to kill his. Oh, it was a mercenary Iberian cavalry. It wasn't only Celtic Light Horse. I thought it was only Celtic Light Horse. So, all right, that's the. Yeah, that's the result screen. Nothing really interesting since this was a fairly short battle, but these Galatian raiders did fairly well. These units on the flanks also did fairly well. Mercenary Iberian swords can't really stand up to dedicated melee troops. So, yep, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the battlefield.